The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on a beautiful night in Salt Lake City. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Monday, they head out on the road to face the Suns in Phoenix. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said it's an honor, but he added, scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above that. Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. D.A., thank you. In the new season, Chris, every team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year with the injuries. You don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team and you understand that, wait a minute, it's all about attention to detail, focus, and playing hard, you can get some pretty nice upsets early, because when for young teams, once the scouting report comes out and teams hone in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult season as the days go ahead. Yeah, watch out.
And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. And for Utah, Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. So it's Utah now. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players and switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
He doesn't get the second one. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Mitchell kicks to Conley. Back to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Gobert, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight, as well as the style of play.
Here's Conley. Ingles trying to get open. Conley gets the bucket.
The shifty nature of Conley, Greg. I mean, he uses it so well when he sees a lane open up.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Left side, Davis. Over Gobert. Los Angeles with another miss.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And it's Mitchell missing. 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Kuzma. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Now, here's Mitchell. 26 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Conley against Rondo. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And here is Conley, covered by LeBron. Fires for 3. Utah gets it back. Ingles can't get it to go.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And it's sent back by Mitchell. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Rondo. Bogdanovich dishes to Ingles. The pass to Gobert. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Gobert. 5 to shoot. Rajon Rondo with the rebound for Los Angeles. They've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Now the feed to Davis. And it's sent back by Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, 6 on the shot clock. And James gets it to go.
Physical D. When LeBron, the body control, the focus, it really doesn't matter.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Well, there's too many empty possessions. I mean, they struggle to keep any kind of momentum going.
And here's a look at the stats for Kyle Kuzma. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 5 rebounds and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
I love the awareness. Conley is adept at reading the defense and realizing when his guys are on cover. And when he joined the Lakers, LeBron knew it would be a challenge. Joining a young team with a losing record. Reminiscent of his return to Cleveland. But this go-round proving even harder.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the evening. No good on that one. And under the microscope in Los Angeles, some questions about LeBron's leadership, sitting apart on the bench, and Chris courting other superstar players.
Well, I mean, and when you're losing, everything gets magnified, Kevin. We all know that. I mean, LeBron's had his critics his whole career. He continues to prove them wrong. He just wants to get back on that winning track because that would do a lot to quiet them.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Money well spent. I mean, for his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovic, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
He's off on the second.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
Here is Conley. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's the teardrop. Conley's shot is off.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Green bounce pass. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow. Well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
He gets it in there. Rondo's got his second basket of the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
On the wing, Mitchell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Here's Conley. Ingles trying to get open. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
He's so crafty near the bucket. You give Conley a little room to work with, he'll do his thing.
Here's James. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Here's Davis. Gobert with the block. Outside Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Davis is checked in for Utah. Now, here's Bogdanovic. No points in the game yet for him. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. On the wing, Green. Covered by Mitchell. Lets it go from 11. And Davis can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 4. Conley with a wide open look. They get the rebound. Mitchell goes back up. And it's laid up and in by Conley. Conley's got 6.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Now, here's Green. Shot clock at 5. And it's blocked. Kuzma against Davis. Mitchell kicks to Davis. Goes back up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line
looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Davis. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on.
I bet.
Go to the next. Go to the next one, please. Come on. Get off shot blockers.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. He got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure.
And the first one drops. And with Cousins last year, you know, Greg, he came back with a bit of a minutes restriction.
And Kevin, time will tell just how full a recovery Cousins can make. But last year went how he hoped it would with regards to taking a year to get things right and be in a good situation.
Both free throws good from Cousins.
Well, Kevin, there's no secret. Cousins is one of the more fiery competitors in this league. And I like guys who play with their heart in this league.
Pass to Davis.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, G.A. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
First free throw is good.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
Rondo with the ball. Now defended by Exum. Rondo passes to Howard. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Oh, that's just too much strength from Howard. A little contact doesn't bother him in the least.
Pass to Moutier. Back to Exum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Rondo. Passes it to Cousins. The kick out to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Takes the 13-footer. Howard can't hit.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Now here's Moutier. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And how about his defense? I mean, 4 blocks on the night. They couldn't keep him down.
Exum with it. He's covered by Rondo. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Wide open look. That shot misses. The Jazz go the other way with it. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And the dunk by James.
And even if you wanted to box out LeBron, the man is too athletic, too strong. He finds ways to get to the ball.
Out to the right wing. Here's Moutier. And the rejection by Cousins. James against O'Neal. And James with the basket on the assist by Cousins. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. There's the pass to O'Neal. Now here's Exum. Another miss by Utah. Here's Caldwell Pope. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Dante Exum.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Not what you expect out of him. He was due to cool off a little, I guess.
Pass to Moutier. To the wing right side. Trying to get open is Davis. Got it. Nice one there from Exum. Exum's got his second basket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to James. Over O'Neal. LeBron shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
O'Neal passes to Exum. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Rondo bounce pass. LeBron shot is off. Jazz trail by 4. Green left side. Moutier dishes to Davis. Back to Moutier. Over Howard. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Lakers lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Exum is out there with Emmanuel Moutier. And there's Davis, and it's Green, and it's O'Neal in at the small forward. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Now, here's Exum. He's tightly guarded. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Cousins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers. Passes it to O'Neal. Caldwell Pope against Moutier. That shot, no good. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. James finds Caldwell Pope. The pass to Cousins. Over Green. That one wide left. The Jazz shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. And the rejection by James.
James is just a sensational shot blocker. You better check your rear view mirror. He's relentless.
It's blocked. Now here's Exum. O'Neal kicks to Exum. Pass to Moutier. LeBron with the block. Cousins, the pass to James. Looking to get back on track here. Green with the block. They recover it. For three, Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by the Jazz. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Cousins with it. Now Green defending. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Cousins moves incredibly well for a big man. He's a force of nature when he drives to the hoop.
The NBA will play a regular season game in Paris for the first time. Hornets and Bucks. Chris, you're planning to be there for that, aren't you?
Such a beautiful city. Can't wait. And think about all our players from France that are here now that are doing such great things in the NBA. It's going to be awesome for them to get to go home and do it in front of their families.
And that one misses. So Utah ends up going with the... El Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Rajon Rondo. And he's good on the second. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the Jazz call time here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz, DA. Thank you. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Here's Conley. Lays it up and banks it in. Conley's got 8 points.
Well, that's the grit and grind mentality of Conley. He excels at taking challenges head on.
Caldwell Pope outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
When he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
First free throw is good. That one misses. Jazz trail by 6. Now Conley. He's got 8. No good off the back of the rim.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release. But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the 3 in transition.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. After Los Angeles picked up 3 with their rush. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working around out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
Now here's Gobert. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento.
Hate to say it, but he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this time.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
See Webb last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Oh yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the film room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding. Still an area to work on.
That one misses for Davis. You see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
The Lakers have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. They trail by 14. Dishes to Gobert. Conley feeling it out. Here's Mitchell. Off target from three-point range.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
And here's Caldwell Pope. Back to McGee. 5 on the clock. Davis against Ingles. Offensive rebound. McGee. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Conley. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Conley's got 6 here in this quarter.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
McGee with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Kuzma. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Caldwell Pope against Ingles. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Los Angeles leading by 12. And McGee kicks to Green. To the middle. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. And they call an illegal screen here.
And let's take a look at Joe Ingles. Here are his numbers. Good season for him last year. Put up about 12 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet moves.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Conley against Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here's Bogdanovich for three. Lakers leading by 14. The drive by Green and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Mitchell passes to Ingles. Here's Conley. The Jazz again can't hit it.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Green against Gobert. Green, the pass to Howard. Shot clock at 6. Over Mitchell. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Green against Mitchell. Gobert with the block.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 12. Green with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Gobert with the block. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Looking to end his cold spell. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Conley. Mitchell's got his first 2 points of the night. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Kevin, just look at the career of Mike Conley. I mean, early on, looking over his shoulder, felt his spot was up for grabs, and then a chip on his shoulder, trying to get that star recognition. Well, through it all, he stayed in the lab and kept working.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Conley against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Davis. Over Ingles. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 4 this quarter. And throughout his career, Mike Conley, all class and professionalism.
Yeah, Kevin, and wouldn't you say he does it the right way? I mean, he won the Joe Dumars Trophy for sportsmanship twice. And like Joe, he's still as competitive as they come.
Now, here's Bogdanovich after the miss from Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Here's Conley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, this shows how fearless Conley is. Able to burrow his way inside and make the defense follow.
And I think we'd agree, Chris, one of the great players never to make an all-star team. What a career for Mike Conley.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. And let me give you the other name. That's Rod Strickland. But to Mike Conley's credit, it's always been the team goals that's mattered to him most. I mean, he wants to realize every bit of his potential. But beyond that, he wants to win a title.
He misses the free throw. The league has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call it ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, a shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And, Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the game games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach that's only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't know.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
O'Neal kicks to Exum. Davis with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Conley against Cousins. Conley's shot is off.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
When you lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Now, here's Exum. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Rebound the Lakers. Rondo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Jazz trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Conley. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Rondo passes to Howard. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not much else the defense can do. Howard is very skilled at converting this close to the bucket.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Trying to get open is Davis. Gobert can't hit. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Trailblazers. Now here's James. D right on him. Tries it from the top of the key, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor. So they're running out in transition.
Got to beat him to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. The second quarter saw them extend their lead to 12 points at the break through some solid team basketball. Very few wasted possessions and a strong effort defensively. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
They did an awesome-orific job. That's right, Ernie, awesome-orific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-orific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free to put you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. And as long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, and they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Michael Conley. What a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. Here's Conley following the basket by LeBron James. Puts up a 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal. Has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And that one, good. Gobert's got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive end.
Offensive rebound.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Here's Mitchell. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And so Green will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers from 12 feet out. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Mitchell. And Rondo sends it back.
Oh, you forget sometimes how much of an impact Rondo can have defensively there, showing off some superb vertical as he goes up for the block.
"90 seconds now into the second half. Conley against Davis. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D. Wade with how he plays.
Here's Mitchell following the basket by LeBron James. Second shot opportunity. Conley's shot is off. Lakers leading by 11. And James with the basket on the assist by Davis. LeBron's got 12 in the game.
And there's been a drop-off in their defense since halftime. I mean, they don't nearly have the same energy they did in the first half.
Down low, deflects the pass, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
And the Jazz call time here. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for Mike Conley. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Fires it up. And it's Davis missing. Jazz trail by 15. Passes to Mudiay. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's covered by Rondo. The Jazz with another miss.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Yep, that one goes. And that's now 7 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
To stop the run, and it's finished off inside by Gobert. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Rondo bounce pass. LeBron kicks to Green. And the pass to Davis. Over Mitchell. The three. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 16 points.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Moutier dishes to Mitchell. Green with the block. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Green, he's checked in for the Jazz. And the Lakers also making a change. McGee's checked in. And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. And stolen by Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
The quick instinct of Kuzma. He's good at knowing when to go after steals.
Here's Moutier. Clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. It's blocked. And he gets it back. Jazz trail by 21. He kicks to Mitchell. Looking to get it going. And he knocks down the jumper. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's Rondo. Kuzma. Another miss by Kuzma. Green finds Moutier. Here's Mitchell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Green. Here's Davis.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. So he comes up empty, missing both. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. 19-point game. Kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Gobert. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. They head out on the road to face the Suns in Phoenix. Then on Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Los Angeles Clippers. The free throw good from Moutier. And Utah making a change here. Davis is checked in. And then for the Lakers, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for JaVale McGee. And Dwight Howard subbed in for Davis. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Exum deciding where to go with it. Gobert double teamed. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Another miss by Utah. Pass to Howard. Green with the block. But they'll get another chance.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 16-7 run. Outside Rondo. Pass to Cousins. Lays it up off the glass. Cousins has got 7 points.
Oh, there's no question how valuable Boogie is in the painted area. Now, it makes it a lot easier on the perimeter guys when you got someone like him inside.
Now, here's Exum. Over in the corner, Green. Misses the three. Lakers leading by 20. Cousins, the pass to Rondo. And Davis sends it back. There's the dish to Exum. Passes it to Green. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Yeah, no, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the league. That's poor defensively.
Outside Rondo to the paint. Green with the block. And he's able to get it back. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 10 points in just the second half.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Davis looking for an opening. Back to Exum. He feeds it to Davis. Just 3 to shoot. Launches it. Exum's shot is off.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Here's Cousins, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now here's Moutier. The pass to Exum. Back to Moutier. Over Green, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And now a look at Emmanuel Moutier here. Some last season stats for him. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Cousins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up.
And the bruising game of Cousins, nearly impossible to match up with him given his massive size.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, the suitors didn't jump out full throttle to sign Cousins in this past free agency. Still wary of his health. Ended up having to take another 1-year contract, this time with the Lakers. Cousins, though, still hoping to show he's a franchise caliber player.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Conley in for Moutier. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. You look at Green, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from three.
Here's Rondo. Offensive rebound, Howard. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Howard's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Conley, the pass to Davis. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. They need this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Utah. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. LeBron's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Rondo looking around. Back to James. Lets it go with a three. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 5 here tonight. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
That's tipped. Outside Conley. From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers ahead, running away with it. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Williams-Goss. He's out there with Conley. Bradley is out there with O'Neal. And it's Niang in at the 4. That's the group right now for Utah. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now Daniels. Here is Cook. Caldwell Pope outside. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Conley, the pass to Williams-Goss. The floater. Nice ball movement by Utah. They double-team Conley. Takes a 3. Williams-Goss misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Caldwell Pope against O'Neal. Pass to McGee. It's stolen by Bradley. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Bradley's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, some hard-nosed basketball right there. Getting in tight and taking it right to the D.
And here's Daniels. Pass to Cook. Back to Daniels. Now McGee. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. It's a good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Here's Williams-Goss. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Cook. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
McGee with it. Pass to Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Rebound, Utah. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Dudley against Bradley. Conley for 3. Utah keeping it alive. A new 14. It's good.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent. And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Now Daniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Mike Conley. And the second free throw, good. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Mitchell passes to Niang. McGee with the block.
And when we mention McGee's outstanding length, well, there You saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Now here is McGee. Shoots over Bradley. McGee's shot is off. Outside Bradley. Williams-Goss the pass to Mitchell. Here's the floater. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on JaVale McGee. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
And the first one at the line is good, as it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Here's Williams-Goss. And there's the pass to Mitchell. Pass to Niang. Goes up at the stripe. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Poked away. Stolen by Mitchell. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And he finishes the break with a lay-in.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here is Daniels, covered by Mitchell, inside. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Stolen by McGee. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
Here is Cook. Three-pointer, Daniels. Rebounded by the Jazz. Mitchell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. O'Neal makes it off the glass. And the Lakers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Kuzma.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win. And it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. Now here's Rondo. Feeds it to LeBron. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Just regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even if you go to Marshall Lonis, Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Now here's Conley after LeBron James's miss. Now here's Conley, 4 on the shot clock. And it's Mitchell missing.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Conley.
And after that good first half, things not going his way here in the second.
Pass to Kuzma. To the paint. Here's Green. And it's sent back by Mitchell. Gobert the pass to Conley. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, but they get it back. Here's Ingles. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Rondo dishes to Davis. Kuzma passes to James. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game, and I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I followed one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in on.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovic. Moutier, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Williams-Goss subbed in for Mike Conley. Good on the second free throw.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
Lakers leading by 22. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here is Cook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing, by the way.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Kyle Kuzma.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Now, here is O'Neal. Count that one for Williams-Goss.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Cook looking it over. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Now, here's Bradley. Passes to Williams-Goss. McGee with the block. And they're able to recover. Here is Cook, defended by Moutier. And the slam dunk by McGee.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Williams-Goss, guarded by McGee. Williams-Goss misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Anthony, an impressive win, and it seemed like a collective effort out there tonight.
Guys come in and stepped up and played tremendously. So I just go out there and play with all my energy and everything I had in me and leave it out on the floor, and glad we got the win.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you, man.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.